Do you want to say that?
Hi.
We are coming to you from the Gourmet Bagger in
Point
This
Loma.
is technically Point Loma, yeah, not quite Ocean Beach, but we're in Point Loma. I was introduced to this place by my roommate Jem, and this is the best sandwich spot in Point Loma.
Yay, thank
Thank you very
you.
much. We got it.
Ooh, what's this? What is it, a scone? It's a cookie? Dessert first, always, I say.
I'm
These are
surprised
cool.
because it's a chocolate chip cookie. You're gonna have very fun to chocolate chip cookies.
No, but this one's
good?
intriguing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it down.
Cheers. Yeah, literally. She only had a protein shake for breakfast. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No wonder I'm hangry. So we're out shopping
Yeah.
for
We're on
the
a
trip.
quest.
Yeah. We just
Um,
bought some.
Really expensive wiper blades. Rain-X. If y'all can hook it up with anything, that would be dope.
Help us out on a rebate.
But, you know, the guy we're at O'Reilly's, he's like, oh, nice. For the diesel,
Oh
there's
my
actually a deal. It's buy one, get one free for your wiper blades. I'm like, cool. So we go over there and he gives us the Bosch wiper blades. Like,
We don't want no Bosch.
there's nothing wrong with Bosch. But
He didn't want Bosch.
I've had the experience of getting Rain-X when I had my Nissan Xterra, and it was awesome. It was like, you know, you'd be in pouring rain and the water just beads up and rolls right off. And, you know, Alexis being the primary driver of the truck, I wanted to make sure that she's as safe as possible and as comfortable as possible in any weather conditions. So paying $40 per blade makes it worth it to me.
Yeah,
So
I think.
my intention was to buy them. She pulled out her credit card when it was time to purchase them. So
Gotta rack up those credit card bills.
I'll be Venmoing her for them, but and I don't think she knew that. She's just like, oh god, I guess I'm spending $40 on each wiper blade.
Don't mind me, I'm having a hot flash. Hormones, people. Hormones.
Some of the things that we're looking to get right now, which we're waiting on.
By the way, hold on. May I add that I'm coming into this phase, which I'm grateful for David. He likes to buy more quality things, and at times I do too. But I think I've been in just such a survival mode that I'm like, okay, we're just gonna get the basic of the basic, which is also how I grew up. So I appreciate you in this situation, specifically with our home and our truck, to be like, let's get something that you're confident in. I've never experienced nice blades of such. So I think driving the mountains in Montana and it's raining, it is horrifying. Actually, this happened to me. I was driving my Benza in the mountains coming down from Wyoming or Montana into Jackson Hole, and it was massive storm, raining, lightning, thundering, all the things. I finally get out of the mountains after driving for 2-3 hours. I don't remember. It was traumatizing. I try not remembering it. But to get into Jackson Hole, the Super 8 was the only motel that was available that had one room left, and it was like $650. I was like, I'm not paying it. So then I ended up driving 4 more hours in the storm back up the mountain. Oh, it was so scary. Yeah, could barely see, but this isn't a story that I told my family because I've gotten into some primitive shit on the road by myself. Oh,
But
so I think the blades are good.
Like
Good call.
we're trying to value the quality of things rather than, you know, just getting something that's basic that we're gonna need to replace in, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
those wiper blades would be fine for 6 months to a year, but, you know, these are gonna work a lot better.
This looks great,
Yeah.
but a little different than I was thinking.
That's yours. So we're trying this thing where we're sharing.
We share a lot of our things.
We do share a lot
We
of
share
things.
normally we order. I order 2 things that I want to eat, that he's like, yeah, those look good. He's pretty open with food, unless if it's like, I really want this, I really want that. We're gonna either share a little bit of it, or
Usually
we're
I'd say
just
it's
gonna
like
eat our
bites.
own.
Like, if I'm really stoked on something, I'll let her try it,
Try it.
and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's cool. But yeah, we've been in a really good habit of sharing. Like if there are
Trying
2
new
things that
things.
we're interested in, we'll get both of them and then just split them.
Yeah.
So.
Which I'm grateful for, because I always get the same thing. So it's cool to kind of
Mix it up a
try
little bit.
some new things. So we want to get we got
Back to the truck.
Yeah, back to the truck. We got blades on our shopping list. We want to get a grill guard, which goes on the front of the truck, that will protect from animals, any collisions. But more so, what I was thinking of is, while we're learning to tow, I would love to just feel more confident learning and not just demolishing the front end, because I'm still learning it all. So grill guard.
Again, looking at sorry.
You're good.
We've been looking at like some of the cheaper options, like $400, $500 grill guards, and then they have $2,200 grill guards, which
Everything in between too.
Yeah. I'm not saying that we need to get a $4,000 grill guard, but I mentioned to Alexis recently that maybe we should look into the reviews and the quality of everything that we're looking at. Like, if we end up with a $600 grill guard that is gonna do well for us and do what we need it to, cool. But we shouldn't rule out those $1,500 ones, because if that quality and people are consistently raving about it, then I think that's worth spending the money on, especially while we're learning how to tow and getting comfortable with the truck.
Yeah.
We have been driving around San Diego a little bit today, and Alexis
yelled
is
at
pretty.
me.
Alexis is pretty
We're
timid
going
with the
too
truck
slow.
still. Not that we're going too slow. I mean, she does go 65 on the highway.
63. It was like 63 to 66. I've noticed 66 is my high.
So but that's okay. Like, I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. But where I've noticed that she could use some confidence is like, we're making a left-hand turn into a driveway, into a parking lot, and there will be a car maybe
Just oncoming traffic and
a
stuff.
quarter
I just
mile
don't want
away.
to cut anybody off. I want to
And-
make sure I'm not side swiping something. I don't want to hit the curb. Yeah,
So-
I just am very cautious, because I'm
Timid.
anxious, timid, all the things. So we got some learning to do. But with the grill guard, I think it would be, the last thing I want to touch on is so we spend $600 on a grill guard, hit something, cool. Well, it actually, one, bent the whole grill guard, but then also maybe it even damaged the vehicle. The point of the grill guard is to not damage the vehicle. So I would rather spend $1,500 on something that's just, we just scratched the paint on the grill guard. It's still fully usable, fully intact. That sucker's strong. The truck is protected. So, yeah. Excited about that.
We're gonna take a pause here because Alexis isn't eating, and I feel like she has more of the talking points on this subject. So we'll be right back. We might do a little bit more damage to these sandwiches real quick. I feel like it's very fresh and I don't know. Is that rye bread? What is that? Well, just whole grain. It's very, very good.
I feel like it's earthy yet refreshing, and it has a lot of meat, so probably feeling a little hearty.
Yeah.
This one, I haven't even tried this, and this is the one I chose, and I'm really excited about it. This one, I am a sucker for Italian bread, and I like the flavorings. It feels a little lighter than I think I would have expected it to. Not a bad thing.
I thought this was gonna be a thick boy.
Yeah.
That time I came with Jem and Travis, I got 2 sandwiches. They're like, bro, what's wrong with you? I ate them both.
I have At this point in our relationship, I have no doubt that you eat whatever you order, no matter the size of the portion.
That is also why I'm very okay with each of us getting something and then splitting something else, because I know that more than likely I'm gonna eat all of it. Because she's like, oh yeah, I'm like a bottomless pit. She talks about it all the time. No,
I think.
She can't eat a full burrito.
Okay.
There are very few meals
Cheers.
that I've seen you eat your whole meal. That's not a problem. I'm,
And
portion
the clean of
control.
leftovers.
Yeah, I mean, she takes them home and she eats them. Maybe like a week later, but they get eaten, is the point. But you put some food in front of me, I eat it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get some of those WeatherTech rubber mats for the truck, just to try to keep her as clean as possible.
I'm really excited about those.
Mm.
I can't say like I'm more excited about those than like getting the grill guard or other things we'll share, but it's like huge to keeping the carpet all good. And I tend to get very sandy. My dog gets very sandy. And in the summer, I tend to be very wet because I'm always swimming. So on our adventures, I think most all of them are going to include water of some sort. And so, WeatherTech, we need your help. We need your help.
For sure. Maybe we should look into seat covers also. If they're going to be wet and sandy on the seats as well.
I could do better.
We'll either. But we always remember to do better. It might just be a good thing to look into. We'll look into it. Alexis was saying that she does have something in for like the back seat for Jasper, so that those seats are protected. I've
It's
recently
like a
been
year
seeing.
thing.
I've recently been seeing some that are like a little bit more solid. So from the seat to the back of the front seats, it's like a floor.
Like a platform.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then there's even a part that, this is the seat and this is the flooring. It pops up and it like kind of keeps him from going into the front seat.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely something that I want to look into. That's good, right?
Whoa. The cream cheese is very interesting.
Yeah. I think it keeps it in that like refreshing
Yeah, I love
space,
it. Actually.
So we just hit the lunch rush. This morning it was a little drizzly outside, and it made me think about, like, right now we don't have a cover for the truck bed, so we started looking into those, thinking we want to do like a hard top, something that can be retractable and easily put in or taken out, because
And not just like we want it to be easy to use and to like open and close. We want it to be a hard top, and then we want something that is less like invasive. Would that be the word? So we don't have to like drill into the truck bed or mount stuff onto the truck, because one of our other goals in the future is to get a truck camper so that it'll sit over and in the truck bed. So we would need to just be aware of what we get now and how that could affect us in the future.
For sure. I think we've already found some pretty good options. Again, they're on the pricier side, but I think in order to get what it is that we're looking for with the quality that we want, we need it to be, all weatherproof. We also need it to be secure, because once we're taking it around the road, you know, it needs to be able to hold Alexis's product for the business, and we need to feel comfortable and safe that, you know, it's not going to be easily
easy just to slice open the back and then
Right.
have access to it.
And that's why we're looking at the hard covers as well. We haven't decided, but
Uh-oh, I know what you're talking about.
I've asked that we try to stay away from the eyelashes on the headlights. If you want sparkly license plate covers, I will. What's the word? I will compromise.
I like sparkles.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I think those eyelashes would be a little bit too much for me on the Ram 3500 turbo
Dude,
diesel
so
with the
cool.
dually.
Like, ooh, it's that bad. But I hear you.
And we were talking about this earlier, actually, because we were not fans of the red pickup truck that we got, as far as the color, and we're like, we're gonna wrap it. But we have both noticed that it's been growing on us, so that's like a fun thing to realize.
Yeah. I personally, growing up, always, we all got white vehicles. Time and time after again, everything was white. I just think that looks great. Then we kind of started implementing like silver cars, you know, and it is what it is, you know. Sometimes you just don't get to choose the color.
Her Benz is green.
My current vehicle is green, which I think is cool because it reminds me of trees.
It's like a forest green. It's not like emerald or jade green or anything like that. It's nice.
Yeah,
What
that's
were you
cute.
pointing at me for?
You prefer what color vehicles?
Black. Black everything, always. My dad gave me his fuchsia Dodge Intrepid. I think it was a 97 Dodge Intrepid Sport. That was fun to drive around in high school. I had a burgundy 1989 Toyota Camry. It was like the best edition that was available for that year. It had power windows, power doors, sunroof that was, you know, also powered. I didn't know that they had that technology back in '89, but that was a fun.
89 or 98?
89. It was an '89, babe. That was probably my favorite car that I've had. But I've also had a silver Nissan Versa.
Okay,
Not
so
Venza,
what?
Venza. Versa, Nissan Versa.
Okay.
And then
So you've had all different color cars, but you prefer black.
yeah, the black Xterra was by far my favorite looking vehicle, for sure. I always wear black. It's a tough looking truck, and I think if it was black or like a carbon gray or something like that, it would just look sleek and mean.
Yeah, I'm open. I mean, I think you know, pink would be a nice color too.
Pink?
Delayed reaction. I'm kidding. I think
That would take a lot of, I don't know what on your part to get me to agree to pink.
yeah.
A lot of it.
I think it'd be cool to maybe do mostly like black. You've even made comments about like matte black. I think that'd be so cool. And even just little touches of like, hey, this isn't like a dude's truck or just a dude's truck.
Right.
Like, I want it to look cool and baddie, which it does by itself.
But she wants there to be a hint of feminism, it sounds like.
Yeah, like we strong.
So maybe some like, you know, pink pinstriping or something like that would be cool to add to it. We are also
Or red.
we did keep some of the red.
He's like, ooh, that's my favorite colors. Yeah.
Yeah, black and red definitely are my go-tos. So that would be
Super feminine, but if I think of it in regards to it being a color of pink variation,
sure. I'm not opposed to like a black matte black with a hot pink would be pretty dope. I think.
Yeah,
I think
we'd
it
have
could be
to
cool.
figure out how to maneuver.
We're trying to
the
figure it out,
accents,
but
that's down the road.
we would
ain't
also
doing that
like.
soon.
We've talked about wrapping potentially the trailer itself, and if we could get it to like get the wrap to match the truck, I think that would be so fucking cool. Like, I mean, particularly around a matte black trailer, like the idea of that sounds sick. And then I'll get a matte black motorcycle, and we'll just be a matte black family, you know? Don't split that up. Are you gonna eat that? See, this is my favorite part.
I have a tendency for spitting my food out, so that's why I'm like, don't laugh.
I'm also pretty fucking funny.
No.
No?
No.
She's shot liquids out of her nose because of how funny I am.
Look how funny looking. Oh, burn.
Sorry.
Just
How
pay.
attractive are you to me?
There.
We don't need to get into it yet.
Mi amor es guapo. Muy guapo.
Well,
Me, on the other hand, I'm a little rough around the edges.
go, got it. Yeah, so we're working on hydrating a lot more.
I always like to cheers, even if it's water. I just feel like it's very encouraging.
Part of that wanting to work on our hydration is, yes, for health, but also we have 4 water jugs at any given time.
5-gallon water jugs.
Right.
So
They're
big poppies.
They're big ones. And when we are moving, it is beneficial for them to be as lightweight and empty as possible. So we just put on the 3rd this morning, and we have 1 more full one. So we have about 6 days,
For 10 gallons?
10 gallons.
Meaning each of us drinks 1 gallon per day.
I mean, if you put it like that, that's not that bad.
Right, that's what I was saying.
But we
I
need
haven't
6
been
more.
drinking water.
She almost did it. She almost did it. She abuses me when this camera is off.
Sorry.
Do you hear that smack? That was probably louder than everything that we've said today.
Sorry.
Anything else up my head?
The hitch.
Oh yeah,
The thing that actually tows. Okay, so there's 2 different types of hitches. There's a gooseneck and a fifth wheel. A gooseneck hitch is generally a ball,
This is a ball mount in
Yeah.
the middle of the truck bed.
so very minimal. Just a ball. The fifth wheel is generally like a very large.
If you've ever seen a semi truck that doesn't have a trailer on it, that part in the back of it, that's a fifth wheel.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the 2 different kinds. Currently, our trailer has the fifth wheel, which we've done some research. Everybody has their own opinions, but it's known to be a little bit more sturdy and safer and has high tow capacity. But the trailer already has the fifth wheel setup. So our truck has the gooseneck.
Ball mount.
No interest in changing the hitch on the trailer, which is possible to match the thing in the truck. We're just gonna change the truck to what we already have because it's gonna be safer and more sturdy. So yeah, we actually had some really good news today that there is a adapter because the hitch is actually bolted into the frame of the truck so that it's more stable and safe and everything like that. But we can just put some kind of adapter on top of the current.
We would have to take the ball mount out.
Now that I say that, yeah.
So the ball mount of the gooseneck comes out, and then the adapter uses that same hole for the ball mount
Kind of like a hitch.
Yeah, it goes in, and then you attach it to the frame that the gooseneck is currently attached to.
Yeah.
So we have the hitch that we need for the fifth wheel.
Maybe we could insert a picture.
Sure.
I don't know if that's possible.
Maybe.
I mean, it is possible,
Yeah,
but I don't know how to do any of this. I just talk.
Right
with
here
my hands.
is what it looks like.
Right here.
Right there.
Right here.
Right there. Right there. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay. We'll see.
All in all, not to confuse you guys too much, good news is we don't have to pay another $1,000 for labor. We can just buy the hitch to go on what we currently have.
What she
really
means by
exciting.
paying for the labor is because if we didn't have something that would adapt to the gooseneck setup that we currently have, we would have to pay somebody to drill into the bed and create and install a.
They're like rails.
No, not the rails, but like in order for it to be attached to the frame, it needs a plate underneath the bed so that it's attached to the truck fully. So we would need holes drilled, plate attached, and then we would be able to put on
Then the hitch, and then the
fifth
connection.
wheel. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good news. Buddy has a fifth wheel that is older, but it doesn't have to be pretty as long as it works and it's safe. And so that's saving us like $500 to $1,700. So that's great.
We talking about G-Money?
Yeah.
Okay.
G-Money, I love that.
You know, those are some updates for us, from us. You know, really just excited. Like, you know, every morning I wake up and I'm like, we're doing this. Like, we got a truck outside and it's fucking dope. And, you know, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Not even. So,
I mean, we could go to the moon
and Mars.
and Mars.
We're not getting into that right now. But she's
No, I didn't. Come here. You little jokester.
yeah, but there are some of our updates.
Feel free to send us any questions if you're at all curious on anything. We're pretty open if you haven't noticed that already.